He was just a teenager when his city was conquered, his home destroyed, and he was dragged 1,000 miles away to serve the very king who ruined his life. But instead of breaking, he rose to become one of the most powerful men in the world's greatest empire. This is the incredible true story of Daniel. Daniel's story begins in tragedy. As a young man of noble birth in Jerusalem, his future seemed bright. But then, the Babylonian army, led by King Nebuchadnezzar, swept through, leaving destruction in its wake. Daniel, along with his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, were captured and taken to Babylon. They were chosen for their intelligence and good looks to be trained in the king's court. Their names were even changed to Belteshazzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to strip them of their Hebrew identity. Right away, Daniel faced a test of faith. The king offered them rich food and wine from his own table, but Daniel knew this food was dedicated to Babylonian gods and violated his dietary laws. It was a huge risk, but he respectfully refused. Instead, he proposed a 10-day trial. He and his friends would eat only vegetables and drink only water. At the end, they looked healthier than all the other young men. This small act of courage set the stage for a lifetime of unwavering faith. God blessed them with exceptional wisdom and knowledge, and Daniel was given a special ability to understand visions and dreams. Soon, King Nebuchadnezzar had a disturbing dream that none of his wise men could interpret. Furious, he ordered all of them to be executed, including Daniel and his friends. When Daniel heard this, he didn't panic. He asked for time and then gathered his friends to pray. That night, God revealed the dream and its meaning to Daniel. He was brought before the king and explained the dream of a great statue made of different metals, representing a succession of world empires that would eventually be replaced by God's eternal kingdom. Amazed, Nebuchadnezzar promoted Daniel to a high position, making him ruler over the entire province of Babylon. But Daniel's faith would be tested again and again. His friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, famously refused to bow down to a giant golden statue. For their defiance, they were thrown into a blazing furnace. But when the king looked, he saw 4 men walking unharmed in the fire, the fourth with the appearance of a divine being. They emerged without even the smell of smoke on them. Years passed, empires rose and fell. Daniel served under multiple kings, always with integrity and wisdom. Then under a new ruler, King Darius, Daniel's jealous colleagues tricked the king into signing an unbreakable decree. For 30 days, anyone who prayed to any god or man other than the king would be thrown into the lion's den. Daniel knew the law, but he didn't change his routine. He went home, opened his windows toward Jerusalem, and prayed to God 3 times a day, just as he had always done. He was caught and sentenced. The king, who genuinely respected Daniel, was heartbroken but could not reverse his own law. Daniel was cast into the den of hungry lions. All night, the king couldn't sleep. At the first light of dawn, he rushed to the den and called out, "Daniel, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you?" And from inside the den came the reply,
"My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions."
Daniel's life is a powerful testament to the strength that comes from unshakable faith. From a captive teenager to a trusted advisor of kings, he navigated the treacherous world of politics and power without ever compromising his principles. He faced down fiery furnaces and lions' dens, not with his own strength, but with a deep trust in God. His story inspires us to live with courage, integrity, and faith, no matter the circumstances we face. Thanks for watching. If you were inspired by Daniel's story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from history. See you next time.